Fix that. I don't know what's going on. I got an idea. I know what I could do. Hey, boy. How are you? You all right? Give you an apple. All right, boy. This. You got it? Eat. There you go. Good man. Ooh. Coquette, are you there? I think you are, probably. Yeah, you should be friends with Hal. She's nice. I like her. I just don't like what she says, and even if it was something that I agreed with, I wouldn't subject everybody else to that type of talk in our Discord. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to take her for her word, which she says she's a little bit autistic, right? Which could be an excuse, right? But if she is, you know, it's understandable. And she didn't argue or anything, and she said she was very mature about it when I confronted her about it. But I'm not going to allow her to politicize that group at all, right? Because that'll definitely divide us up into divisions we don't want. We don't want that stuff in our group. We wouldn't subject anybody to that. We're just there to play. But, you know, I don't. That's the thing. I don't, and I don't want to do it to my stream either. I feel like there's a lot of passion out there about, you know, politics and beliefs and such, and people turn their platforms into political, you know, like politics, right? And they say, well, it's my duty. It's bullshit. You know, you don't want to subject the people who, in my case, tune into me to watch me draw, or talk about Warcraft, right? We can do that. That stuff, harmless. That's fine, but you don't want to subject people to. I mean, you can. I don't think it's right to subject people to your political beliefs if they're, you built your audience on something else. Yeah, no politics, right? I agree, and even if it was stuff that I personally agreed with, but that stuff is just nuts. I wouldn't, I'm not going to subject people to that type of stuff. Now, if people want to have individual conversations, like on their own, they can say whatever they want. I'm not for suppressing freedom of speech. However, to take advantage of the work that you and myself and Ms. and everybody who's participating in SBM, because everybody's a part of it, everybody makes that group, to take advantage of that and to, start promoting an agenda and start name calling people who disagree with you as if everybody there believes the same thing you do is not going to happen. And she knows she's going to get kicked out after that if she continues. She's taking it pretty maturely, I think, and so that's fine. She's being mature about it. Good. But I think, I like her. She has a very good personality. I like her humor a whole lot, because she knows how to. I enjoy it when people can make me look stupid by playing off what I'm saying. It's fun. I'm aware that I look stupid with the stuff that I say, and that's purposeful, but it's funny when people can improvise with that and they know that you're just kidding, which all of you do, about stuff. I think she has a very good sense of humor. I feel like, even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff she says, I feel like it seems like it's coming from a honest place. Like she is trying to do some good or whatever. And so, that I can respect that. But yeah, don't worry about that taking root or anything. That is not going to happen in our group. That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. But if you want to befriend her, you befriend her. I mean, she seems like a genuinely nice person to me, and I'm pretty good at a judgment of character for the most part. Not all the time, but. What do you mean, where, boy? This thing actually comes in quite a bit. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Let me bring this in actually. Fix the drawing here. He's laughing. You want an apple, boy? Here we go. Here, big guy. Sure, eat that. Okay. Hey, boy. Here, let's have this. Here we go, boy. Ready, boy? Eat. Eat. Oops. Very generalized. This drawing is very generalized. Good? Goodbye. There you go, bye. Good? You got it. Good man. See how that looks. I just don't know. My friend who lives in Kosovo speaks English to his sister, so his parents can't understand what they're saying. That's what he says. He said, what did he say? It's actually big that he said that. Tagging, that's hilarious, actually. So, my dad grew up in an Italian family, and his mom spoke Italian, his dad spoke Italian, but it used to be in this country that people had pride in their country, really, and people still do, but it's less now. And especially his parents wanted him to be American, so they didn't speak English growing up. They didn't teach him English, they didn't teach his brother English or my dad English. But they would speak Italian at the table when they didn't want him to understand, but he started understanding some stuff after a while. He doesn't remember it now, obviously, but it's kind of, it was the reverse of what you're doing. It's just, I wish that we had something like that. I think if my brother, sister, and myself were smart, we would have done that. Spanish was pretty big. and was taught in schools, French too, and we decided on a language, but we weren't that smart. So that's what my grandparents did. They spoke Polish, but didn't teach my mom and her brothers. Yeah, because they wanted them to be American, right? Which is admirable. I would have still taught the language to them, I think, if it was me, but it was a different time. It was a different time, but I do like having pride in the place where you're going to be, right? If I'm going to live in, like, Coquette, when I was in Italy, I made an effort to speak Italian out of respect for the Italians, because I said, this is their country, and I want to, and it's cool to learn another language, and I always liked Italian, and I wanted to learn it. And that was my attitude going in for it, because I think you should respect where you're at, because you didn't make that country. Italy's a beautiful place, very beautiful. You know, like every place, it has its problems, but I mean, you know, shit, who doesn't? That was an answer I put on Quora once about cultures. If you move to wherever, you should adopt the culture. Is that what they said to do? Did Quora say that? Oh, you said it as an answer? Okay. Oh, I see. So somebody was asking, and then that's the response. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't try to change it and say they're like, call them names for it or whatever. I agree. Soften this. This isn't working. Let's see this. What are you laughing at, boy? Yeah, I agree with you there. You gotta be respectful. We would have fun talking Shakespearean dialect in the house, dude. So where did you learn English, Tagging? Was it school teaches you English? Is that it? I assume it is. Well, Dad, other countries, they learn English in school. They learn different languages in school. Now here in America, we had, at least I had the option of doing either French or Spanish. I chose Spanish. And I kind of wish that I chose French, even though it makes more sense for the Spanish. But to be honest with you, I don't like how the Spanish sounds as much. I like how French sounds more, but when you're a kid, you don't really like think about this stuff. And everybody would do Spanish as well when you're a kid. I chose Spanish too, never had to use it. I do German on Duolingo now just for the lulz. Do you speak German? Oh man, here boy. Here we go. Doing okay? Yeah, he's doing all right. Y'all like the hat I put on him? So the other day we were, let me see, y'all can see him in the camera. Yeah, you can. He has a little hat on. So the other day, kindergarten level gotcha. Ja. He was in, I had to watch after him, I think a week ago, when I had my Thursday evening drawing class, and which was late. It's like from 6 to 8. And he was just funny. I sat him on the couch, and I have this beret over here, and I bought it as one of the props for my videos, as just kind of a prank, stereotypical artist, right? And I look over at him, and he has it on his head. He's just wearing it, so he put it on himself. And so now, when he comes in, you know, he's bald, so I like putting it on him because he feels good. it makes him feel good. I'm just generalizing the form here. I don't want it to look too real, and it is actually, because I'm adding the values in, but I'm trying to make them shapeless. They'll have shape, but not the right shape. It's more smoothed out looking and such. That's the goal, at least. Aberja. Yeah. Aberja. I mean, I think it's good to know other languages. It is. I need to brush up on my Italian. I don't have anybody to speak it with. That's the problem. I used to speak it all the time. All the time. It's like, yeah. Yeah, aberja. I used to speak Italian all the time. Now I don't have any, can't really do that. It sucks. There's some people that I know who speak it. Started young watching videos on the internet, then I became more advanced once I took English in my school, and when I really advanced, I expanded my vocabulary by reading beginner-level books all the way to Shakespearean dialect and medieval poetry. Look at that. Tried Polish, but it was really hard. German is much easier. Is it? Cool. I know one of my friends is from Poland. She's obviously speaks Polish. She's a Spanish teacher. I don't know. It's funny. So tagging again, this is generalized. This is supposed to be bad because this is not good. There's no form to this. And there's some form. I'm trying not to put form into it. I'm just rounding off everything. This is for a video. Let's clean these lines up and then probably, I don't need to go too far into this. Shape is wrong, but that's okay. Oftentimes it is. And my interest on history and pointing really helped, and painting really helped me learn more advanced levels. Also watched a shit ton of movies. The movies, I think, help a lot. Yeah, they're making me do it louder because of obvious reasons here, which is stupid. This isn't pornography. This isn't supposed to be anything sexual. It's nothing like that, and yet they need me to put it up. But I think they do it for advertisers probably because it's not just them. They have I don't know why, but it sucks. I don't like putting that up, but I have to. Sometimes I make mistakes, but that's because my shitty keyboard. Dude, you probably speak English better than I do. Laura, did you stream today? You know, I got in the studio at I think 1:30 or something. That's the earliest I could go. I was busy all morning. I don't have the time to myself anymore to check out. I was streaming for a couple of hours. I'm sorry I missed it. I couldn't get to it. Like here, instead of that's, my keyboard decided to type that's. Who cares? Nobody cares. Shit, I just gave her a kinkle. See, this is how not to draw again. I just want to, I again want to stress that because I'm doing everything that I fight against. You know what? So even the value of the line can be generalized, right? It's just kind of the same, it's a dark line going around. And now, sometimes it's stylized, right? And styles do this, and there's nothing wrong with being stylistic in your work. But if you're trying to go for realism, this is the stuff you want to avoid. You just want to avoid it. Sent me to English competitions we used to have. Nice, man. As a secret weapon. Virus of Kosovo. I've lost the drawing so much of this. Ah, the memories. We used to watch movies in class with them. Hey. Yeah, boy. Hey, you want something to drink? Okay, let me give you something to drink. Let me give you this. You like this? Here we go, boy. Here, ready? Here. Ready? Good, huh? You got it? Don't spill it. You got it? All right, don't spill that shit. Sometimes I'll go back and look at the footage for videos, the stream, which I'm having a technical issue, by the way, that reduced some of the quality of the work. So I'm going to I need to come up with a solution to that. But anyway, I'll look in the videos and I'll see my dad in the background doing something really funny. Because I don't see what y'all see. So he's been eating stuff, you know, every once in a while I'll find him eating something. Missing. Stuff he shouldn't be eating, let's put it that way. Shit. You know what? If that doesn't come off, that's fine. It actually did. It's weird. Generalized. Trying to make this very generalized. And let me show you something. This is the one. All right, so are you watching? This is the generalized drawing, and I'm about to switch to the other one. All right, so if y'all want, you can close your eyes. Generalized drawing. Get it back right there. That's where it is. Okay. Let's do this right here. That's way high. So, put this shit down. And this is the not generalized drawing. See? There's a difference. See that? When I was little, I frequently saw U.S. troops that were deployed here. I always thought they were cool. Yeah, we've done a lot of good. I think we get spread too thin, but we do a lot of good. Okay. I'm going to work just a second on this just to get my head into it. This is the not generalized drawing. And I think the quality is pretty decent. Yeah, my cousin's in the military. He's a Navy SEAL. Those guys are tough. Very tough. I could take him. I'd get my ass kicked. He's laughing. All right. I remember asking my grandpa, who are these soldiers? He said they are the American Army. I was like, whoa, they are so cool. America. So what I'm doing tagging right now is I'm slightly outlining certain parts. He's laughing at me for something. To accentuate them just a little bit. That was too much, though. I'll bring that one down. Because at a distance, it will merge and it'll create a little bit more form to it. If you do this right, you can do it wrong, which I did that wrong. So I'm just kind of toning this down just a little bit. Anyway, it gives because you can over model this, right? Definitely over model. He said, one day you will be a soldier like them, but I ended up being an emotionally unstable painting. You and me both, man. Emotionally unstable. One day you will be a soldier. You're like, yes. It shows you crying in your room. Ha. He's laughing. Just giving this a touch. This is strategic, actually, what I'm doing. What I'm doing to place these points in, I'm looking at the entire shape, and out of my peripheral, when I look at other things, I'm seeing what stands out a little bit more and what I can accentuate slightly, and I'm putting little marks on them so that when you step back, it makes it pop just a little bit more. It's a little trick, but it's not a trick. It's kind of, so the old goat looking like Thomas Shelby, baby. Don't spill this shit, Dad. Drink it. Ready? Keep it moving. You okay? It's Harold. Bye. I like having them in here. It's fun. Keeps me company. Respect. Yeah, he is, man. He really is. Oh, come on. Swipe to allow or to deny. There. Stupid thing. Yeah, he's tough, man. He's a tough old man. So he really is. He obviously has trouble walking now, but whenever he has to go to a place with nurses or whatever, like when they have to wash him or maybe try to get him to do something he doesn't want to do, his arms are so strong that he holds them. And he doesn't have good balance, but if you try to sit him down, he's very strong and he will push you back up. I mean, he is deceptively strong, this guy. What's up, Miz? Isn't it funny what's happening? It is really funny what is going on. My gosh. Dude, she's insane. The stuff she's saying, she's accusing Oka of doing what she's defending herself of doing. And I don't think she realizes she's doing it. And then she's responding to me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. That's why I said last night, I was like, aren't you proud of me for stirring the pot here? I was like, respect my efforts, because I threw a little gasoline on that fire. I don't think I've said anything to get suspended either. Have I? I've been pretty good. I know that's kind of like, you could say I'm stirring things up, but I mean, who doesn't? Everybody there is guilty of this. This is insane. Oh yeah, tagging. It was being checked by the mods. It's stupid. That's why I let it go. I don't like that. You weren't saying anything malicious. You were making an observation, and it was not. It was held for racism. I don't think it was racist. It's the auto moderator. And so it's like it has, by default, certain words that will trigger it to hold something for review. In this case, it came up and I could either deny it or not. So it came up in my chat before visually appearing to everybody else. That's what it is. I'm not gonna. I know you weren't being racist at all about stuff. It's a non-issue. Stupid. I guess it's a good feature because look, there's a lot of people say stupid stuff. In my opinion, how I'd handle this stuff is instead of saying people can't say things, let the community themselves condemn that behavior, because most people will condemn that behavior. I don't need to be moderated by people. You don't need to. Miz doesn't need to. And if somebody says something stupid and we know it's stupid, we say that's not cool, and I can kick them out if I want. It's the Chinese spying. Yeah, right. As far as because there's yeah, Miz, I don't know, but even that, come on, man. I mean, did you see what Hello Kitty's being held for? Did you see that? They're reporting her for saying stuff. What she said wasn't bad at all. It's ridiculous. I mean, these people are going way overboard with the stuff that they're. They just need to chill, man. Freaking chill. It's a Chinese spy, man. set another transition here. That, and we'll check this out. Outline that transition, and then do some, I don't want to say reverse drawing, but bring that value down some. And then we're going to even that value out and put shape to it. Turn it. This gets a little darker. Turned it, that's the value. Oh, that one, you like that? Yeah, I thought you would. I'm trying to, oh, you're really gonna like what I'm doing though, man. So last night, I was thinking about this tagging, and I wanna hear your thoughts on this. So I have every night, or Thursday, my Thursday night drawing class. And I'm thinking of doing a video each time I'm in there. And of just say, for example, the blocking, like, all right guys, this is how I would do this pose, and I'm just walk you through the pose. And so I would get, in addition to what else I'm doing, a video out of that class, and you'd see the class. And oftentimes the models are cool with me putting a camera on them, I blur them out and everything, but like last night's model, she didn't want a camera on her, and she didn't want her face to be seen, but I can blur everything else out. But like, with a lot of the models, it's all good. Like, they don't care. So I would actually be able to tell you exactly what is going on, and you would get like actual live demos of stuff, right? Of how I go about beyond this right here, right? Beyond this. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I said, you know, I could do one a week. Oh yeah, you are the face of victory now. Coquette. Oh yeah, what's next is, it's a little bit shorter of a video, which got me thinking. It's like 3 or 4 minutes long, but it's essentially how to mix between with the brush, which you've seen before. But it's a quick video. I'm not sure if it's anything groundbreaking for you, which got me thinking tagging. What I want to do is get up to 2 videos a week, because I don't want to release just less. At first I'm going to do this because I have some very short ones, but I'm going to release short videos, and it's just like 1 a week right now. But if I can get to the point where I'm producing 2 a week while keeping the humor and keeping the quality and it's solid information, that's what I want to get towards. One of these days, and hopefully soon, I will get somebody who can actually edit this stuff for me, and they know my editing, what have you. And when that happens, I can get I can produce more faster, because then I just need to do the content, and then I can have somebody editing this stuff and pushing it out. That's where this is going. Now, I knew this getting into when I first started doing videos, and you've been with me the whole time, that this stuff does not happen overnight. It happens over years. And so it takes a lot of time, but it's slowly picking up now. It really is. It's slowly, because even on YouTube, the views I'm getting are much better than they were this time last year, like way better. And it's starting to, you know, I'm starting to get several subscribers every single day. And it just takes a little bit of time for this to pick up. But once we do get it, right, I can get somebody to do the videos and such, and I can get them out quicker. Because one of the things that was bothering me was how slowly I was getting them out. That's number one. Number two I was bothered by not knowing how I should maintain the humor level, and it needed to get more straight to the point, because we all know this. I kind of talk in circles sometimes. I talk too much, and I wanted to get straight to the point. Exactly, 350 views is not bad. Like normally, I would be probably around 170 or 200. Like it was almost like pretty much half as much. And this is good, and it's helping people. I think this is solid information. I feel good about it, and the more stuff you do, you know this, the more you do it, the better you're going to get, and the quicker you'll be able to get this stuff out. So with me, talking about it in a video and such helps me going forward, right? Helps me going forward. How's that? Good? Here, let me see. Are you done with this? You are done. Good boy. I got some water for you too, boy. You want some water? Yeah. I'm going to give you the water. Here. Here we go, boy. Drink this shit. Yeah. Thirsty? Here. You got it, boy. Drink that shit. Yeah, it's a lot of water. Yeah. It's good, huh? Yeah. He laughs and then he starts crying because sometimes his brain gets confused. But yeah, it's much better. You doing okay? Come here, boy. I got you, boy. How are you? Doing good? How are you? Doing good? You want to drink that shit?
Yep.
Good. All right. You gonna drink this shit?
Yeah.
Want to drink that shit? Yeah, boy. Glad you're here. Come here.
Yep.
Ready? You gotta get him started. There you go. Good, huh? Good man. Good boy. I didn't push that too far. But anyway, it's exciting. It's exciting, and I can take it somewhere. You know, I can definitely. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. The one that the coquette one. The face of victory. It's a little weird they were screenshotting you though. I mean, this whole thing is weird. The one comment, and the one comment I didn't even get. The whole thing is weird, man. Actually, kind of reverse this. Oh, you didn't get. Like, you didn't understand it. Spot heals. I kind of messed this up. I kind of had it better before. I can still fix this. They took a screenshot of my face, and the comment was, when I get PLS in Spot Hills. Zerks is pretty good at figuring this stuff out. You should ask him. But this one's tricky, so I don't know if he'll be able to do it. I hate how this moves. Found out the Grand Central Atelier in New York has a full-time scholarship for international students. So the student is responsible of the living costs of materials. It's for 1 year, but you can renew that scholarship every year. Nice, man. That's what you need, something like that. Because it's gonna be soon, man. It's very soon that you're gonna be ready to go, right? I've lost a little bit of form here. Let me get this back. And that comes up there, but then we're gonna soften this. Okay, there we go. And I found my Hail Mary victory pose I'm using. But you have to compete with other students. I would think other international students, because of your competing with U.S. students, it wouldn't be fair. It's still hard as fuck. If anybody can do it, you can do it. Your work is up there with the best tagging. Already your skills are that of closer to the end of a first year student, I think, at an academy. Like you are on the right track. Tagging, I swear, if you ever get a big head, you know, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Because that's the one thing that will kill your art. And the people with big heads can't see that. And I've seen great painters do mediocre work, and I see it, I just don't call it out. Like individual names, I'm not gonna do that. Because also, I do very mediocre work oftentimes too. I can't talk. My skill level has gone up, it's gone down, it's gone back up, it's gone back down. But never get a big head with this stuff, man. That's the main thing. It sneaks up on you. You can do it. You can do it. I have no doubt you can do it. None. And I'm not blind to this stuff. I know what's out there. I do. A big head, prideful over your work, and thinking that you know so much. Always be humble in your work. It's going to show, and it's going to be better work. That's what I mean. There's one thing with having, like, there's a healthy pride where it's like, yeah, you have your dignity, right? That's different. And having confidence, that's different. Those are two separate things. But being like, in art, I've seen painters rest in themselves and they start sucking. That's true, they do. There's a lot of that out there. There's a lot of very good artists out there. This is looking much better than it did before, so I think it's looking pretty damn good. What time is this? 3:30. Is my phone on? Yeah, the volume's up. That up. Give me a second. Soften this a little bit. How are you? Good. Good man. You feel good? Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. You can get some prices, some of the price knocked off if you're willing to model for them, I think. I'm not sure if they still do that, but back in the day when I was there, some of the students would model to get the tuition cut. Also, if you're teaching over there, you'll get a tuition cut as well. Which is a steal because teaching teaches you a lot. It really does. You got to articulate everything. You have to think twice before you say something. If you're smart. Didn't make it back, like I said. I forgot. Had to pick up the flowers for Elisa's fundraisers. Don't worry about Hammy. Hey, take care. Thanks for stopping in. High five. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Yeah, come here. Ready? That's it. We got it. One more. Ready? One more. That's right. Ready? High five. Good man. Good. Keep them active. Active. Keep them active. Much better than I did. Boy. Boy. This man. Boy. Boy. Hey, boy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shit. This is the last day for this one. I'm sick of doing this drawing. These drawings, I've done 2 of them, touching up the one with the form, and I want to get that charcoal drawing done, but I don't want to spend all eternity on it. Then filling the holes, these holes you mean? Are you talking about like all these little spots you see here? Is that what you're talking about? I can do that if you want. I can start doing that. Zoom in. The other thing is, on camera, it's much more obvious than it is in real life for some reason. You fill shadow shapes in bars. You're talking about like going in with these like little areas here and doing all that stuff. Is that what you mean? Like the small little things? Kind of like you're doing when you're doing with charcoal. I could do that. I could do it for part of it. It is very boring on stream. It does, it takes a while. Yeah, the grain of the paper. I can do that. Part of me though likes how it looks. Like it looks totally different. One of the things I don't know how to do is to make specifically a drawing look like it is in real life on camera. I don't know how to do it because to me it looks more smoothed out than I'm looking at my stream here and I can see all the grain. But if you were looking at this in real life, you wouldn't see that grain. But I can see what I would need to do to fill in a lot of it. Like there's still stuff I can fill in, but it looks much smoother in person than it does on camera. And it always looks this way. Unify the shadows on the back. Let me see what you see. Oh, I see what you see. Yeah, some stuff in here needs a little bit of work, but this needs to darken up a little bit, parts of it. Unify parts of it. Because I did darken parts, so. It's a little lighter. And the other thing, this actually needs to darken some. The other thing though is, like I said, the camera is not making, it looks different in person. It looks way different in person. And again, that's something that I try to fix. I don't know how to do it though, but it's a camera issue, you know. It's really a camera issue. Do more block-ins. I'm thinking of a method that would help. Something just came to mind. Just give me a second. Thinking. If 4:30. Okay. I gotta get going in a second. But let me do you a favor here. I'm going to actually zoom this in. Okay, because I just saw something. Let me fix something first. This is actually a big deal. This is bothering me. What I was going to say, I want to try to come up with a method, tag in, where I could actually critique you extremely accurately online. And I kind of accidentally came up with a way in my head, but I need to go over everything. Like I came up with a way just now, like that's why I stopped and started thinking about it. And I've been trying to figure this out for a long time, and for some reason it just came to me. And so let me do some thinking on it, because I feel like, I mean, I'm helping you, I'm sure, with the streams and stuff, but the main thing that you need are critiques. You need critiques because you need critiques. Okay? And I think I can provide them for you. The problem with critiques are it needs to be done with, you know, photograph and all this stuff. But I think there's a way to take a photograph, and if I'm coming up with something right now, and I'm going to work it out in my head, and I will clarify it. Here's the thing with something like this, I'm jumping all over the place. Drawings like this, I could keep going with this forever. I literally could keep drawing on this forever and continuously get it more precise. Now I want to show you something really quick. Let me show you this. I'm going to actually zoom in very close here, and shoot, hopefully I didn't just show the reference photo and get in trouble. I probably did. Okay, hold still. I'm going to try to do this just by staring. This might not be smart. See, here you can see the grain. This is not how it looks in real life. It's just simply not how it looks. Okay. This is not how it looks. It looks way different. All right. It looks way different. See this? So I'm trying to get the form in there so you see a close up here. Hope you're watching, tagging, by the way. I'm doing this for you, man. I'm going down to the feet. So here's the feet. Now this is an ultra close-up shot here, man. This type of stuff. Let me see how it looks. So I don't mind the sketchiness of it. I don't mind it. Now I could smooth it out, and I could use a brush to do it and then continuously go back into it, which I think would be the best thing. Now let me do something really quick, and then I'm going to end the stream because I have to get going. I could not find a parking spot today, and I parked way far down the hill and had to walk with my dad, with my computer, and with his lunch on. And I got up here, and I was freaking tired. Hopefully you can see this. So you're talking about going in, doing all this stuff here, which I could do. It does go pretty quick, but what you have to understand is that this, again, it looks different. It's more blended in reality than it actually looks right now, and it's actually appearing. And I'm not just saying that. I think it has to do with the contrast settings or something with the camera itself, or with an OBS or something. I'm not sure. Rotate the pencil to keep it on the sharp point. After a while you start getting an idea where that sharp point is and such. So left blurred out, this I accentuated and such. But you see this. Tagging, I hope you're watching this, man. I can't tell if you are or aren't. It's a hit or a miss. So how far up do we go up here? Good. This is what you're talking about, going in and getting these things. But I'm telling you right now, like, again, there's stuff that I see, like I can definitely smooth it out more. Especially in here, like this leg, there's a lot to work on in here, to be honest with you. And the way I do, I just keep on going over and over. I'll return to it. I don't get all of them at once. I like working all over, so I develop it all at once. That's just my style with it, and that way I can see everything that's going on. This actually comes down some anyway. As does this. Maybe I should do more close-up shots. And this is pretty much a straight-on shot of it too. It's probably one of the better camera angles that I've done. But one of the downsides is I have to, y'all can't see it, but I have to stand to the side. So I have to lean into it here. So my massive bicep doesn't block. Just kidding, it won't block it. I think it's impossible. This thing's too close. But I don't want it too smoothed out, so I need to step back and see how it looks. Again, it's like, I like the tooth. I like seeing the marks. That's me. I don't want it too smoothed out. I could do that if I wanted to, though. I don't know if I really want to. This is bothering me, however. You can see that? Yeah, just a little bit. This light spot here. I have no problem with this. I do want to have a differentiation between the values here. I'm using kind of a circular technique. Actually, I'm using kind of a technique. I'm pushing up, I'm going diagonal, I'm going every which way, whichever way it requires to get the fill in that spot. But I always, again, sometimes I'll purposefully go through and put these marks in like that because they look really cool. It's like making a painting look painterly, right? It's kind of like these marks sometimes make it look like a drawing. But the problem with that is that I have found that on video, and like if you're taking a photograph of work, it doesn't look great. It always looks grainy. I don't know how to not get the grain in there is the problem. And that's a camera problem, I think. Darker compared to the buttocks. Wait, which one are you talking about? I think the value of the foot is darker than the buttocks. Well, how can you tell? Because yours is blocked out, bitch. By design, unfortunately I had to do it. Do something here. The right foot is dark? Yeah, it is. You're right. Our right, yeah. I agree. I'll get that in a second. I just need to fix something up here. That I want to remain lost. Yeah. Hey, it's the most important part of the drawing, okay? The key is you have to balance this modeling with the impression. So you'll see, this is why I have the camera so close to my face, right? It's actually by design, so you can see me doing this. I haven't mentioned that in a long time, but it's the reason. So you're like checking, it's a check. And when I'm doing this, I need to make sure that this isn't becoming too dark compared to everything else, right? Because you can screw up your value, your balanced values, which that's borderline right there. I don't want to push that. And let me move it back down for the foot. don't mind working this way because y'all can actually see better, I think, what I'm doing. This is a decent drawing. Not bad or anything. It's just like this type of stuff, honestly, I can work on forever. Go down. There, that's fine. Whatever. To be honest, you guys can see better than I can now. I like, again, I like leaving it a little sketchy here and there. I really do. The value on the left, darker compared to the right. Yeah, true. You are correct, good sir. Are correct, my dear boy. Lord, tag in. Darken that. See, dude, there's a lot that needs to change. Because what happened? I went in and worked the values here, and then I started working the values here, but I haven't gone and really caught them up that much. And looking at this whole area when I do it. Shit. No. Yeah, and it's like, I mean, you saw it with this. It's like as you develop the drawing, and this is why I try to do it all at once. The balance of values can shift even when you're detailing them, and it's like when you're detailing too. The drawing itself can shift, which is why I keep on saying you need to look at the entire thing all at once and always go back to it and always be squinting and always be correcting the drawing, no matter what stage you're at. So detailing is like you're working on the big shapes. It's not like, okay, the big shapes are done. The detail affects the big shapes and it affects the values. Yeah, and so like Yeah, and that's what you do. Like when you get in trouble, you unify everything. So I'm stepping back here, and I'm just saying, like, generally, does the drawing work? Does the impression work? And there are things I'm looking at right now. I work on those legs and darken the legs, and what does that do? It makes the upper body look a little bit lighter compared to how much I've worked it so far. And so here's the thing, there's still, even with this, there's going to be a compression of values because we're working with pencil, we're not working with charcoal. And charcoal is not paint. Paint has a larger value range, and paint isn't real life. Real life has a larger value range. So you have a value range compression, as you know. So I need to take this into account here and not get carried away and go too dark. Right? Because halftone shape on her right leg. Oh, he must have spilled it. Oh, you're okay, boy. Here. I got you. It's okay. Here, let me draw you up. See, tagging? You're pointing these things out to me. You're starting to think now like me. We've been working on this for a long time. And it looked good several sessions ago, right? But the closer you look at it, the more critical you get, the more you see, and you're telling me all these things, and you're right. And that's why I was saying I could work on this forever. There's always something. If you fix something, you might get the drawing. Well, then I need to rework that value, and then shift that value over there. That's how it works. Let me dry that off really quick. Here, shit. Right, old man? Oh, here's your sandwich. You always have it on the ground. I got you, boy. You're okay. I got you, boy.
Thanks.
You're welcome, boy. Is that better? Dry you off here, boy. There we go, boy. I got you. Little warrior over here. Are you talking about, it looks like a bit posturized, this stuff here? Yeah, it needs to be unified a little bit. Let's see what you see. Yeah, it's a little bit overgeneralized, or overworked. You're right. It needs to get a little bit do that. All right. So what we do, we go back to, you can get hair in this today. Squint. Squint, squint, squint. I don't want to lose the form, but I want to look at the whole thing. But I think it's helpful cutting out the halftone shapes like you. Yeah, and that's my point. That's what I do, is that, so what have I done? I went through, first off, I tried to catch the other drawing up to the same value as this, because the other drawing, if you saw in the beginning, was very light. And so I deepened the value of it. I made it darker, but I kept it very, very general, because this is a lesson. This is going to be a video. These drawings are for a video. It's not just for this. And then I went and started hatching out the shapes and defining them more. And now we're going and reunifying them back. Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, is that you're looking at very close up, right? And when we step back, it blends them in a little bit more. And so you have to have that balance of they have to be accented enough, but it has to be unified enough also to not stand out too far and to be broken up. Because so far, the shadows and the light, the midtones were broken up because I overdid it. But then the key to that is unifying, whether it's bringing the lights up or the darks down, right? Or shifting both. That's the juggling act that we're doing. Yes, exactly. We do it in paint. That's why it's imperative that you learn to draw first, because if you can't do it in drawing, you can't do it in painting. Painting is so much more complex. You have a greater range of values. The medium is arguably harder to control, and you have color. All right? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Now, let me tell you something before I stop. I can go through and I can probably find 50 things that need to change on this. At some point, I need to stop. That point's about right now. I need to stop. But let me sweep back up. In fact, let me pull this here. I'll sweep back up. So what we got a little movement here. We're up to the forearms, which are a little bit more sketchily done, which I like doing. I like keeping those points at the top. This is essentially it right here. And I might do, I might work on the back a little bit more by myself. Yeah. But this is essentially what we have so far. I'm going to pull this back out some. Carefully. I'm going to try to keep a straight on shot. And let's pull it back a little bit more here. I think this is, let's see where we're at. Ah, yes, this is pretty good. You can see pretty much everything. That's a little bit blurry. This is close. That's pretty close. Right? So this is pretty much this is close. But again, what I'm looking at on the screen in reality for me is they're two different things if you're looking very, very precisely at it. They're different. So to my eye, this is more unified. On the stream, the contrast is more, which I think I actually might have set up because you can see the drawing better. In fact, let me try something here. Filters. What do I have? I didn't do anything. I don't know. Dude, I can't tell. I don't know. That actually works for the drawing, but. What is this? That's why the values jump and it's patchy, because you add gradation in between. Sometimes I get in a slump. Sometimes I get a stump and go over a whole area and unify it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that works too. If you were to see this in real life though, like you'd know what I'm talking about. It's different. I just don't know how to fix it on camera. I don't. So anyway, dude, I gotta run. I have to get somewhere. I gotta take him. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Y'all have a nice weekend. I should be on next week. So, yeah. Y'all take care. I'll see ya. Yeah, anytime, man. Buy a coquette, tag in.